Today is hopefully going to be go a little smoother than my other mukbangs. Not that they go really rowdy or anything, but I have a Subway hoagie here. I know some people hate Subway, but I only got a 6-inch this time, guys. I think I did a Subway mukbang before, and today I just got the hoagie of the day, which was, sorry. Okay, let me start that again. I think I did a Subway hoagie, mukbang before, but today I only got the sub of the day, which is the turkey breast, which is more like turkey and salt mixture that turned into a loaf and got sliced into a couple thin pieces of fucking meat, let's be honest. Of course, I'm going to season the shit out of it with sriracha. I'm going to take my gum out. You always wrap your gum in paper. One, it doesn't get sticky and stick to things. Two, when it goes in the garbage. God forbid. I don't know if garbage men or the garbage company has to go through garbage. But if they do, I'm guessing they don't appreciate having to turn things over and have to pluck and scrape gum the fuck out of it. Okay? So, this is my sub. We call them hoagies here. We call them subs. I've heard of people calling them grinders. So spicy, guys. And I got a donut in here. It's cream filled. It had chocolate chips on it and chocolate on it. Don't our napkins have, like, calorie information on them or something? No, not anymore. They used to do that. Like, that used to be a thing. I know this hoagie's probably about 300, 400 calories. I'm fine with that. It's the first thing I've eaten all day today. Yesterday and last night, on the other hand, I wouldn't stop fucking eating, so, you know, that's why I only got a 6-inch. I need to get back on track. That's why I got me some peach tea instead of some soda. Because this is 180 calories for this whole bottle, and soda is like twice that, so, you know, sue me. I got the turkey breast, and I got lettuce, tomato, onions, and spinach, and pepper jack cheese, and mayo. I love how they try to make a big deal about the fact that Subway doesn't get their meat from, like, they don't cut it themselves. I'm not sure, maybe my Subway does, because there's literally, like, a deli section right next to it in the store that it's in. And irregardless of the law, or what they're supposed to do, distribution-wise and all that, you can't tell me that them Subways that are located in Walmarts never took fucking meat from the deli section whenever they were in a fucking jam, okay? Guys, I was planning on making something completely different, like chicken noodle soup or something. I thought I was attempting to thaw out just a big ass piece of chicken breast. It was like as big as my head. And I was like, you know what? I haven't done a, you know, hoagie sandwich, you know, mukbang for a while, so Look at the colors. Like, that's what I love about hoagies. Now, if you're one of them boring asses that gets meat, cheese, mayo, and lettuce, and that's it, I'm giving you the side eye right now. Because, like, why? Why go to Subway when you have all these selections and not even try? Or if the only vegetable you get on your fucking food is pickles, get out of my face. Get in your lane with your nasty pickle people and stay in that lane. I don't hate pickles. But I'm sick of seeing them being put on sandwiches in every establishment in this country because I do not understand what unless I think it should be a type of thing that's it's an option, but you have to ask for it. I do not give consent to that pickle to violate my sandwich, but you're doing it. You're raping my sandwich with your pickle. That didn't sound right. Okay, I was gone for like half an hour. My mom could have come home for lunch in that time. So I don't know. But I heard a siren before I left to go to the store. And I'm hearing sirens now, so it's kind of worrying me. Nothing really big or violent ever happens in my town, so, you know, it's probably nothing, but at the same time, the day before New Year's, there was a cop shot, and the suspect got shot, and it was, you know, and it was relatively close to me, so, like, in my area. So, yeah, sometimes stuff does happen, and I'm worried because she works at a nursing home, and sometimes some people are, like, most of the time people in nursing homes are, you know, they have dementia, but they're quiet, and they're not, you know, they don't have a problem, but there's old people out there that are psychotic and have schizophrenia and have, you know, war flashbacks and shit. And if they get, like, a spurt of energy, and they get their butter knife coming at your ass, you know, and if you're a nurse, you're not allowed to, like, restrain them because you could hurt them, you know? Like, you gotta do something, but what do? I'm not saying there's people at that particular nursing home like that, but you see it in, like, TV shows sometimes. Another reason I would never be a nurse. The germs, the wiping people's asses, the dead bodies, and that. My brother was talking shit about his one friend because he went into retail and he's trying to make a career out of it. Here's the thing. If you manage a store and you move up to possibly managing multiple stores, you can make a good living off working retail. I can't tell you, like, I don't know for sure how much money these little tiny stores around here make, like little dollar stores and stuff, but sometimes you make a lot, probably, so. Plus, I'm a lot less stressed out than I was at my last job. I'm just happy I have something, and there's people that keep telling me, well, stick it out, you might become a manager. I don't know how I would do as a manager. I mean, I can barely manage my own life, let alone, you know. I'm turning into this hoagie, folks. I want to get this donut out and show it to you. I don't get donuts a lot. It's a little smushed. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little fucking smushed, but it has like, oh shit, chocolate frosting on it and chocolate chips. Look at her. Look at her. I'm gonna do a pull apart if I can. But that's for after I'm done with this hoagie. Keep y'all in suspense and keep me on my, track. If I was like a donut lover, like I like donuts, I can eat them, but when I think of like junk, I don't think of donuts automatically. I think of cookies, chocolate, ice cream, things like that. I'm really starting to wonder what them sirens are for. Because I can't tell which direction they're going. I can't tell if it's a cop or what. Can you hear it? Leave it in the comments if you can hear the sirens. That's why I'm talking about it, because I'm talking about it because I'm concerned and I'm just speaking out loud, but at the same thing, I'm talking about it so that you guys aren't like, what are those sirens? I don't know. We used to have a scanner that picked up the fire calls. And I think it only picked up like 3 different counties, like ours and then 2 other ones, but I don't remember. But now, they're digital. So if you want to like have a scanner that picks them up, you got to pay like $300, $400, $500 for the scanner. At least I think. That's how much they cost whenever they first switched. But we don't have a scanner now, so I don't know what's going on. I do know that I hope whoever's involved is okay and that nobody's getting hurt or anything, but if people weren't in danger, there wouldn't be a siren probably, so, It's a really good hoagie. Someone commented on the way I chew, like, how I put a bunch of it in one corner and, like, chew it up little by little. There's a reason for that. My wisdom teeth are out on this side. The ones that are still bad are still over here. They're wisdom teeth, and they're just really badly decayed and damaged, and I'm afraid if I chew too roughly on this side, that I will be in pain. I've done it before. It's my fault for not taking care of my teeth, but I don't have a lot of problem areas, as you can see. I have decent teeth. But wisdom teeth are harder to care for. That's one of the reasons I pulled them out. At least that's what I was told by an actual dental professional before you get mad at me about my decaying fucking teeth. Okay? I used to eat really crap food, and I used to have a horrible diet. I used to eat candy and go right to sleep. A lot of kids did. I never grew out of it because me and Shane Dawson had a very similar relationship with food. We had no friends, so we ate. I didn't eat as much as him, or I would, But you can see that it did more harm for him than it did me, because I sit here and actually eat, but he does. And I'm not making fun of him by saying this, because I completely understand why he feels the way he feels, even if I don't understand how he feels. He was like 400 pounds at one point, okay? if you're one of these 90-pound, 120-pound girls and you sit there and be like, oh my god, I feel like a 400-pound whale. Shut up. Okay? But, as far as I know, that's the highest he was. And he's probably so afraid of gaining any of it back. Plus, he's worked so hard to get his body in shape, and he's spent so much money getting the skin tightened so that he looks, normal, or, as close to normal as he wants to look, And he still doesn't like himself, and that bothers me, It bothers me that people like Shane Dawson and Thomas Sanders don't like themselves. Whereas I'm still considered obese, and I don't hate myself as much as they probably did. Thomas Sanders probably doesn't have the same issues as Shane Dawson. I'm not trying to compare the two or say that they have the same thing, because Shane has body dysmorphia. Whereas Thomas Sanders, I don't think he ever had that. I'm not going to say he didn't, but he did a video about body image. And Shane Dawson addressed his issues in a video called My Body Dysmorphia, and he did a video more recently that said why he wasn't in YouTube Rewind, which also explains why he doesn't do collabs very much. And may actually explain why he, in Onision's opinion, stood him up for a collab. If you watch those two videos, or even just the last one where he says why he wasn't in YouTube Rewind, you may change your opinion of him a little bit. You may realize that. And there's people that say it drives them nuts whenever they watch his food videos and he only takes a bite and spits it in the trash can. It doesn't bother those of us that know why he does it. He wants to taste the food, but he doesn't want to gain weight. And I don't think you should have to gain weight just because you want to taste food. That's an understandable thing. So I do get that. And I don't judge people for that. But I do sometimes wonder why I don't have body image issues, because I'm still fat. I'm still obese. I'm still considered very unhealthy. I may shoot these videos where I eat, but I think about my calorie intake versus what I used to eat every day. I used to down 400 calories, actually 670 calories without knowing it. I didn't pay attention to how many calories was in a 4-pack of Reese's. I didn't pay attention to how many calories was in a 23-ounce can of Arizona peach tea. I didn't. That's 670 calories. For those of you that don't believe me, go look it up. And I used to drink 2 cans of tea and eat 2 of those a night. There was a point in my life where I was doing that. I wouldn't sleep that night, but everything else I was eating was crap too. If I got hungry in the middle of the night, I would eat a hot dog or I would eat a thing of ramen. That's 400 calories. Then when my mom made a big meal, I would eat that after snacking all day. So I would say I ate at least 3,000 or more calories a day without thinking about it, and I know that most people can eat 2,500 calories and be healthy, and that most people may be shorter than me. Like, the average woman is probably shorter than me, okay? So technically I probably have a bigger body, but that does not mean that I need that extra nutrition that badly. Or the extra calories. And even if you think that junk food, like Reese's and stuff, is pure fat, pure sugar, which it is, it's a lot of sugar to a lot of sugar, and it's a lot of fat. But there are trace amounts of things like protein in it because of the fact that there's, peanuts in it. Does that mean you should use that as an excuse to eat those? No. maybe if you're in a situation where there's no fast food places, because fast food places still offer, you have the option for a salad a lot of the time, and you can get water to drink. Or you could go to a fast food place, get a burger and ask for extra tomatoes and extra lettuce, or a chicken sandwich and ask for extra tomatoes and extra lettuce. And you could literally eat just the meat, the lettuce, and the tomatoes, and drink a water. And you wouldn't even have to eat the bread. And I'm not telling you that's what you should do, but some people won't eat at fast food places at all because they believe that no matter what they eat, it's going to be horrible, horrible, horrible. And a lot of it is. But if you get rid of the bun from the sandwich, you're probably getting rid of at least half the calories there. If there's an option for grilled chicken on it instead of breaded chicken, or you can have the cheese removed instead of having a cheeseburger, there's half the calories as well. So, you can even ask them if they have light mayo, or if you can just go without the mayo. But I get mayo. Well, I don't order it, but usually the sandwiches I get already have it on it. And I don't complain because I like mayo, because I like my sandwiches to have a little moisture to them. Guys, I need to finish this fucking hoagie so that I can eat this donut. And I'm saying that not because I'm in a hurry to like rush through and get my junk food in, but because I'm running out of time on this video. This is like the last bite. I still don't know what they're sirens for, but I think they've stopped. But yeah, I want to lose weight, but I've never had the, like, there's times where I've starved myself because I thought that that's what I had to do to lose weight because of the diet plan I was on. And I realized very quickly that that wasn't going to help me actually keep the weight off. If I lose 10 pounds every month between now and my birthday, I will be down to 200. I haven't been 200 pounds since I was probably 12, maybe even 11. That sounds horrible, though, by the way. Because, and here's why I say that, like, I didn't weigh myself a lot from the time I was, like, 11, 12. But I remember at 13, I weighed, like, 245. So, and at, like, 10 or 11, I weighed 160. So I didn't just, like, the heaviest I've ever been, though, I don't know if I've ever said this in a video, it was 296. I was 19 years old. It was, like, either the middle of the school year or, like, right after the beginning of the school year. But anyways, let me do a tear apart. I think this is just regular icing. It's not peanut butter, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna be ashamed to tear it apart. It's only coming apart in the back, isn't it? Donuts just, like, fall to pieces when we do that kind of shit, though. I got all the chocolate chips in that bite. I really want to have milk with this, so I'm gonna go get milk real quick. Got my milk. He needs some milk. What is that even? Like, I've heard that so many times, and I know it's a meme, but I do not know. Isn't it like a kid, like, face planted? And this one was like, he needs some, milk, or something. So I don't normally get donuts, but when I do, I take my time and enjoy them. They cost 55 cents at my store, by the way. Any kind of donut, whether it's like this or it's just a glazed, which is what I normally get, but they had two that might have been glazed, but the one was like a cinnamon thing, and the glazed one looked like someone stuck their fucking finger in it. Like, no. Look at that. Another reason I don't eat donuts very often is usually I eat one, and the doughiness of it, which I get, that's part of the factor of it, is like too much that by the end of it, I'm like, I'm never eating one of those again. But this one's pretty good. It's got like chocolate chips on it. But like the chocolate chips are like the shingles on top of the roof, and then like the inside is like the family. And it's a sweet, creamy family. This one got so doughy because I kind of smushed it when I was like breaking it apart. My bad. It was so doughy. It is really freaking doughy. I'm afraid I'm gonna choke. But I went online and I found out that the place I'm going to get Chinese with my cousin on Saturday does takeout. So I am going to So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat something there, and then I'm going to order something when we leave. That would be like takeout. I'm going to try and eat it with actual chopsticks. Now, I can sort of eat with chopsticks, but I haven't done it for so long, so. Am I the only one that noticed there was like a couple kids in my class that held their freaking whatever they were writing with, like chopsticks? Like they held it like this between these two fingers instead of like this, like you're fucking supposed to. It's so dirty though, guys. Hoagie was probably 400. This donut was probably about way more than a glazed one. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I can't eat the rest of this. It's too rich, it's too doughy. That's why I don't get donuts. Like, they literally start making me sick to my stomach after about the first 8 minutes of trying to eat one. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that mukbang. I hope that you really did. I hope the sirens weren't too distracting. I'm going to try and see if I can upload this right now. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to upload it right now. I gotta see what time it is. So, make sure to check out the links in the descriptions to my playlist, to my Patreon, to my social medias, and have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the future.